So we are with Glenn Phillips, and Glenn, when we are in conversation with you, I have to ask this question to start with. How do you complete those catches? What's the mystery behind those catches? Everyone wants to know.
Lots of luck, first and foremost. And I guess the ability, probably from an athleticism perspective, being willing to dive and explode as far as I possibly can to give myself a chance to take those catches. And maybe a little bit of genetics, which is helpful from an athlete agility perspective that runs through my family. So yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of luck, but then also a lot of hard work over the years growing up to be able to perform them now.
You are just being modest and while accrediting it to your genetics and all. But Glenn, I was growing up, at least we used to see what Jonty Rhodes used to do. Now people compare you with Jonty Rhodes. Some say that you are even better than him. How does that praise? How do you take that praise? Is it humbling, or do you think no, it is a valid comparison?
It's very humbling. I grew up watching Jonty, and my dad was a huge Jonty fan as well. And he said, "You know what? That's you can bat and you can bowl, but only a few people can field like that. So be one of those fielders." And it's also about fun and enjoyment. And I saw the way Jonty enjoyed his fielding and made it a string in his bow. So for me, I
Yeah.
felt like that's something I can give to a team. It's something I can do regardless of any situation. You
Yeah.
can change a game in the field these days as well. So if I'm now having people look at me because they have potentially a bit more opportunity to see with TD these days, to be able to inspire the next generation of fielders and hopefully maybe inspire the fielding standard over the 10, 20, 30 years to come. Who knows what we're going to see in the future. So if I can be a stepping stone along with John C for the next generation to come, it's absolutely fantastic. And but obviously a very, very humbling um attribute to be likened unto.
Absolutely, it is indeed. But Glenn, if we have to talk about Gujarat Titans, the team is looking extremely good on paper, but how is it behind the scenes with the coaches, with the players? How's the atmosphere in the team? How are you guys gelling together? If you can give some insights onto that.
Yeah, this is a fabulous team. We've been fortunate that we've only had a couple of changes from last year. And I
Right.
think from a team environment, that really, really helps from a morale perspective as well. We've got really good group of guys. So whether you're part of the 11 playing or whether you're on the side helping the boys out, there is probably a sense of team that I haven't sensed in a lot of franchises around the world. And it does have that sense that the kind of environment we try to instill in our Black Caps team, it really feels like that kind of environment here. The adaptability piece, the way Ashish and all the playing staff or the staff members, I guess, go about their business trying to get the best out of players. There's no stone unturned from a preparation perspective. We are very blessed with the facilities we have. Um,
Mhm.
but the communication, the wording, the I guess the intent that guys and the playing staff use here is really something that I'm quite familiar with, and I think it resonates for all the boys as well. Understanding that maybe we don't go out there and score 250 every time, but we're going to
Yeah.
always be there. We're always going to keep pushing. We're always going to fight, and I think that's the kind of environment I'm used to being in, which is really, really fantastic.
You have played under so many captains in your career, be it for New Zealand, be it in IPL or in other franchise leagues. What differentiates Shubman Gill with all those captains, and what special quality are you seeing in him as a young leader of this group, or in the Indian team as well right now?
Yeah, I think all good leaders are probably very similar in certain aspects.
Mhm.
He's a very deep thinker of the game. He takes charge of the boys really well. He's a great leader from a talking perspective as well. The boys want to follow him, which is really, really great. Um, and I think as a young captain, he's only going to get better in time to come. He's going to learn from experience. He's going to have good times. He's going to have bad times. He's going to make good decisions and bad decisions. And then also with his own skills with the bat, he's going to have good times with the bat, and he's going to need to step up with his leadership. As you know, we've seen captains in the past maybe not perform their number one skill, but their captaincy of a team is another string to their bow that it becomes really, really crucial. And I think for him to be able to lead GT as well as the Indian side, he's only going to learn and grow from there. But
Mhm.
I guess he does have that calm head about him, which a lot of good captains do have. But I think his ability to think and the way he sees the game probably will set him apart from other captains going forward. Maybe it's not necessarily going to come out now,
Right.
but the way he learns, the way his tactics grow, he's open to new ideas, he's open to learning. And I think that's only going to take him further forward as he grows in his experience.
Glenn, about Shubman, when we see him bat during the practice sessions or during the matches, some of the strokes, we are just left in awe. And I have had conversations with many former cricketers, commentators, and they are also in awe with some of the shots he plays. As a batter, Shubman Gill, where do you see him? What is the ceiling he can, touch in his career? He's pretty young right now, and he's just growing into his international or IPL career.
Oh, there's no ceiling for him. I stand there in awe as well. There's shots that he's playing off certain deliveries that just have no right to be played. It's the same when you look at Kohli or Dhoni or guys like Rohit, Shikadawa, and they all have that ability to hit balls in great areas that you just have no explanation for. And Shubman is that kind of player. Um, his ability to play aggressive cricket with a non-risk style is
Right.
probably his biggest asset. You talk about guys like Kane Williamson, Virat Kohli, the guys that play with a bit more technically sound styles. His Shipman's ability to have an excessive strike rate with that kind of style
Mhm.
is incredible. I think he's only going to be able to strike it faster the way he takes on the bowlers. He just makes it look easy, and
Mhm.
he averaged 50 last year at a strike rate of like 150 or something. Like that's
Right.
ridiculous.
Right.
Like
It is.
but he does it all the time is the other thing. It's not like, if he has a bad trip, he's averaging 35. Like it's
Right.
like the rest of us just can't comprehend that. So he has no ceiling.
Glenn, we don't have much time. Last couple of questions from my side. You have had personally, you have had a great 2025 year. 26 also, you have started really well. But one thing you want to achieve in this IPL, you have not played a lot of matches in the IPL. You have been with teams. That is one challenging aspect. But personally, this time around, what has been the messaging from Gujarat Titans leadership group? And personally, what do you want to achieve if you go on to get consistent chances in the team this time around?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm trying to take the results aside of it. Um, it comes down to trying to contribute for the team. We've got a set of guys that bat incredibly well in the top order, so maybe that means I only face 20 or 30 balls max in a game. Um, and maybe there's a couple of games where they don't come off, and that's where my skill set to hopefully be able to adapt to a situation on the fly, maybe on a tougher pitch, is maybe where I'm going to come in, or to be able to put the icing on the cake to what they presented, try and finish off games, trying to, I guess, just be whatever the team needs me to be at that specific stage. And that's obviously if I get a nice consistent run. But if I don't, it's a great team environment. I'll support the boys. If I'm not playing, I'll try and do everything I can to make sure that I'm still part of this team environment and keep giving. But if I do get those opportunities consistently, which hopefully they do, I'll try and do whatever the team requires me to do it. And as I said, just keep contributing, whether that's a quick fire 30 or not many at the end, or whether I need to grind and maybe get a 60 or 40 balls or something at some stage because maybe we lose some wickets. That sort of thing, regardless of the situation. I'm just trying to do my process, do everything that I can control, and keep giving to the team as much as I can.
Last question from my side, Glenn. Of course, this I want you to address to all the young cricketers who want to become Glenn Phillips, who want to fly like Glenn Phillips. I know you have an interest in aviation industry as well, but on the cricket field, who want to fly like Glenn Phillips, who want to hit sixes like Glenn Phillips, who want to, yes, you said your genetics are also the part of the power behind you. But what message do you want to give to young fans who want to feel like you, who want to bat like you, who want to bowl or wicket keep like you? What's the secret if you can share that with young fans?
Yeah, my message, especially to young fans, is fall in love with the fielding aspect of it. You spend so much time in the field. The Everybody can take a catch, everybody can take a run out, but very few people can do things that no one else can do. And if you can find that piece in you that allows you to have that edge, maybe over another batter or a bowler in your side, because you can be good in the field and you enjoy it and you love it, the chances are you're probably going to pull off something special. And the more you pull off things special, it rubs off on other people around you. And, maybe we'll have a generation in 10, 20, 30 years' time where everybody on the field is just absolute rockets in the field. And, it only makes the brand better. It only makes the game more enjoyable. It's just about keep pushing your limits as much as you can. There's no ceiling for anyone.
Thank you so much for your time, Glenn. I personally want you to have a great season. I've seen you grow over the years, so have a top season ahead, and best of luck to all the Gujarat Titans players and the staff as well. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers.